Leadership essentials. A character study of King Saul failed leadership. King Saul was the first king of Israel, who was anointed by Prophet Samuel to rule over Israel. And we are going to look at 4 reasons for the downfall of this kingdom. Very important. Tip number 1, waiting. Why it is very important to wait. Trusting God, even if his answer is wait, is very important. And not only waiting, but waiting with the right attitude. The ability to wait with the right attitude is what makes this character of patience to any leader. As a leader of any entity or even a family, it is very important to uphold the right instructions and wait upon the Lord. If you read 1 Samuel chapter 13, you will realize that Israelites under the leadership of King Saul were supposed to be in Gilgal and do a burnt offering under the leadership of Prophet Samuel. And this is very important in the hierarchy of leadership, that it was not the role of King Saul to perform the burnt offering in front of Israelites, but it was the role of Prophet Samuel. And the instructions and the customs were that they were supposed to wait for Prophet Samuel for 7 days. And you see, unfortunately, something happened which led King Saul to prove his first weakness as a leader. One of King Saul's sons, who is called Jonathan, killed the Philistine. Knowing Philistines being a very ferocious enemies of Israelites, here the Philistines had known what happened, and they exactly know that all the Israelites were gathering at Gilgal, so they collected their power to go and destroy the Israelites. When King Saul heard this, he was frustrated, he was pressed up because the situation was in crisis. So instead of managing the crisis in the right way, or the chaos in the right way, he decided to go against the godly instructions. He was not supposed to offer the burnt offering because that was the role of a prophet in his kingdom. But on the 7th day, he decided to tell the people, okay, come up here and let us offer this offering, because all the people were scattering, all the people were afraid, and the situation was in a crisis. I'm telling you, don't do a temporary, or on a crisis, don't go against the instructions. You must wait for the right thing. You must take the right procedure. While King Saul was performing this burnt offering, Prophet Samuel came the right time, on the 7th day, and he told him, what have you done? And he told him, I was so much pressed by the war and the fears of the people scattering, and I decided to perform the burnt offering. And now Prophet Samuel told him exactly what has happened, that because he has acted so foolishly, not to wait upon the Lord, not to uphold the right instructions in his execution of his leadership, now God has taken the kingdom away from him and is looking for someone who is after his own heart, with the right attitude and the right behavior, and this will be King David, who will inherit his kingdom. I'm telling you, if you cannot wait, your leadership is going to fail. As a father of a family, or as a manager or a director of an entity, you must be able to uphold right instructions, and this is a very key essentials for a proper and a successful leadership: waiting and upholding right instructions.